That young man and I ended up at a church in Maryland, St. Joseph's Church. Do y'all know what he's the patron of? No. Okay. Patron of purity. Okay. That was not my choice to go to St. Joseph's. We were taken there by a friend. I ended up in St. Joseph's Church at a healing mass, and no joke, the priest is processing through the church, and they're actually praying for healing from all sorts of things. And the whole first half of the church is nothing but physical ailments. They were praying for those suffering from autoimmune disorders, cancer, respiratory problems. And as the monstrance, which is a large, beautiful, almost looks like a big flower or a sun with the Blessed Sacrament placed in it, as the priest got right before my pew, having heard all of these prayers prayed for physical healings, it suddenly took a major shift. And the shift was this: for all those committing sins against the virtue of chastity, for those fornicating, those engaging in pornography, they start listing this, and I was so startled by the shift. I turned to my boyfriend, with whom I am unchaste, and I say, what's fornication mean? And he did not know. I was in my 20s, by the way. What's fornication mean? And to which he was like, I don't know. And I stood there and I'm thinking, whoa. And I turned to him and I said, are they talking about us? To which he said, oh, I don't think so. That was his response back. Very quick and a very quick and a very split second, oh, I don't think so. I went home that night. I didn't have a catechism. I didn't know what one was. I went home and I consulted Webster's Merriam-Webster's, you know, the old, not online. No, that wasn't there either. It was like a book, you know? And I looked it up, figuring, is it a PH or an F? And I found it in Merriam-Webster's, and I was indicted. At that point, I called this man in, whom I had just reconciled with after a year of absence, and whom I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. And I said to him this thing. I said, you know, Murph, I have to tell you, I don't expect you to understand this or even be happy about this. But I have to tell you, I am absolutely certain in my heart, beyond any shadow of a doubt, that I got to keep my clothes on until marriage. So I guess I called you in because I want you to decide where we go from here. And you get to decide that because I would love that person in my life to be you. But it's going to require a whole lot of sacrifice on your part. So you decide what you want it to be, and you let me know. And he didn't say I love you. He had said that, I can't count how many times in 3.5 to 4 years he had said that. This day he looked at me in the eye and he said, Megan Barrett, you're worth waiting for. And he said, start to blubber. I was like sobbing. It was like, you know, the nasty kind of like messy kind of, I was like, and he's like, what did I say? I was like, now I'm hyperventilating. You said that I'm trying to get it out, you love me. He said, Megan, I've been saying that for years. To which I snapped back, yes, and now I know you mean it. That journey was huge for us. And it deepened our faith and our joy together. You know, getting things out of bed made sure that we found really non-sexual romantic ways to express our profound affection for each other without me trying to light a fire and run away with him to finish it, you know. We became closer to our God and closer to one another. And I would say even more intimate than when we were shedding our clothes. A brand new intimacy actually began to take place.